I don't know if it's leadership or just a fantastic play, but I know one thing. Now you could say it's that. I mean, he'll sacrifice his body. He's going to do anything it takes to win. And he's a guy that can pull out big plays at the right time, acrobatic plays. Because we've seen him go in the dugout a few times. And that's big. They're hitting Benoit around a little bit right there. So that's a huge out against one of the top players in the game. So. He's no telling what he might end up doing.
Gibby, what, if anything, does it do for the guys, especially the pitchers, when they see that ceremony and they see all these guys that wore the uniform before them that were so big on this organization? Well,
I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it's you look back over the years, been some really good ones that pitched here. They really that's kind of the Blue Jays' reputation, and these guys are. I personally know a few of them myself, so, when have them around, I always enjoy that. It makes everybody feel good. But, some of the best of all time in the game are out here today, and, definitely here in Blue Jay history, everybody was looking for Burley. Nobody could find Burley, but maybe he refused to come. Maybe he didn't throw hard enough.
John, you guys did a pretty good job in Altuve. What was the key?
Well, you know what? I think we held him in check a little bit. He had the other night he had the big hit, the double, that ended up being the difference in the game. And I don't think you can totally shut him down, because he puts a barrel on the bat, way too often. We attacked him pretty good today, held him in check. The key, really the key to beating that team is keep those guys off base in front of him. Springer and Bregman. Because Correa behind him's, one of the top young players in the game, and he's going to be, he's got a chance to be an MVP himself someday. So, you never feel good because he can, Altuve, keep him off the bases because he can steal you blind a little bit too. We cut him down twice. Russ got him twice, so that was big. But they're a dangerous team. They're a free swinging team, and they're never easy.
The offense has been struggling a bit the last couple of weeks. Were there signs that an outbreak like this was coming, and what did the guys do well today?
Hit some homers. As much as everybody always says, well, there's more to it than that, and that's accurate. That's what we do best. That's we got guys, and when they're hitting them, the key is get some guys on base and then pop one here and there. But we've been in that little lull for a couple of weeks now, maybe a little over 2 weeks, and I've always felt it's just a matter of time because it's the way baseball works. As much as you hate it and try to figure it out, you go through those stretches. I don't care what team it is, what individual player it is, it's just part of it.
John, Marcus has been on a nice little run now for about a month and a half or so. What's the biggest difference that you're seeing from him over the last little while compared to where he was earlier this year?
Well, I think what helped him today, he was on 6 days rest or something, I think, man. Now, I think he just lost his zone a little bit when he had his rut earlier in the year, and of course that affects your confidence, no doubt, when you're at that stage of your career. And his breaking ball is better, and he's locating his fastball better. You could throw that on every guy out there, every guy in the league. And he was really good again today, that's for sure.
Gibby, Roy Halladay said he supports the six-man rotation as long as he's not one of them. But do you think guys are settling in, and do you plan on just running through it a couple more times at least?
Yeah, I think we give it a look for a couple turns anyway before we decide what we're going to do. To be fair, to get an honest assessment. Doc, he wouldn't want to be part of that. He was making too much money to have to be a part of it.